What is up, guys? Welcome to my brand new channel, Merlin Reacts, where we are going to be checking out some of the best videos on the internet and some of the worst as well, and seeing what we think of what's in them. So today we are going to be watching the top 20 weirdest machines. It's going to be strange. I would be hugely appreciative if you could hit that subscribe button. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and leave in the comments what you think was the worst one. I don't even know what to expect of this. This is going to be mental.
The top 20 most weird machines ever made.
It's Morgan Freeman. I love that. That's class.
Earthquake-proof beds. Created by a Russian inventor, this bed is designed to protect a sleeping individual from being injured by earthquakes. Sensors in the bed detect earthquake-like movements and respond by collapsing the mattress and the person sleeping down into a metal box. But many people were quick to point out their fears. What if your leg is hanging off the side when it collapses in?
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Pretty much get buried alive in its metal frame?
I mean, that is a valid point. Like, can you imagine yourself? Because I do not sleep in like a straight line. I'm not in bed like this because I'm not in a casket. You know, I'm not planning on going 6 feet underground. Like, can you imagine you're sat there on like I sleep on my front, right? I sleep on my front, like, so I'm literally flat. Leg is like hanging out one side of the bed, other leg is hanging off the end of the bed. Can you imagine you're there like that, and next minute you just be folded up like some sort of bloody origami note into this box on top of yourself? That'd be painful. Like, it's not like you're even going anywhere because the mattress folds with you, so the mattress is literally pinning you in whatever position that you are in. That is going to hurt like hell.
LB Smart Car. The LB is one of the world's most promising cars created for drivers with disabilities.
No way!
The vehicle is entirely wheelchair accessible and was designed by Pavel Husek, who also designed cars for Audi and BMW. The Kobylko SK3500D. With evolving technologies in architecture and construction, buildings are getting taller and more sophisticated. One skyscraper known as Jeddah Tower is projected to become the first building to reach 1 kilometer in height.
A kilometer? A kilometer in the bloody air? Hang on, what's the tallest building at the minute? The Burj Khalifa is the biggest one at the minute. That thing's actually massive. Look at this. Mate, like, you're not going to want to be top floor on there, are you? There's a road. Look at the size of... That is fucking enormous. That's 828 meters, that one is. And this one's going to be over a kilometer. That's... Like, that is fucking massive. That's space. You're in bloody space. That's massive.
As we build new structures, we also need to tear some down. The Kobylko SK3500D holds the record for being the world's tallest demolition machine. The machine has a maximum working height of over 21 stories. It's equipped with an insanely powerful claw that can pinch its way through pretty much anything. It goes without saying that it could probably take down any building. Octavia.
That is kind of mad, the size of that building.
Developed by the United States Navy, Octavia is a humanoid machine that definitely tops the list of creepiest robots. She is being developed to interact with humans by understanding what they say and do. Scientists hope that in the future, Octavia will be able to develop intelligent speech and sight and interact with humans on a sophisticated level.
That's actually
mad. But if she ever gained full control over her mind, we might be in trouble.
Just unplug it, innit? Just pull the plug out.
Flu robot. Healthcare workers have tough jobs, but a group of Japanese scientists has created a very bizarre machine that could help train healthcare workers dealing with viral infections. This somewhat creepy, human-like robot is an H1N1 patient simulator. The virus sweats and makes noises, mimicking people who have symptoms of the virus. The robot has human-like skin, and if not properly cared for, it will die.
Hey, I wonder if you could use that. I wonder if they've started implementing that for like teaching people how to like sort of shields properly for COVID and stuff like that. Because like that thing breathes. Like that thing literally breathes out air. Like surely they're using this to teach people how to properly wear like the PPE and stuff, the protective stuff, to make sure that they're not like passing it around. Like that actually seems like a kind of genius idea but like now.
Zoomable contact lenses.
He's got a boner.
If you somehow remain unconvinced that the future is upon us, well, this next invention might change your mind. While there are countless examples of sci-fi movie-like technology currently on the market, there are even stranger concepts in development.
I can't get past the fact that it's like, if you think that this is weird, there's even stranger ones in development. I cannot get past that.
There's no better example for the arrival of the cyberpunk era than these technologically advanced zoomable contact lenses. Developed by researchers at the University of California, San Diego, these robotic contact lenses allow you to zoom in and out by blinking twice. The way it works is that using electro-oculographic sensors that measure signals and movements from your eye, the soft material of the contact lenses is able to warp and deform, allowing the lens to change focal lengths. Whether you're a government spy or just need adjustable glasses, these could bring us closer to the future.
That's insane.
The Big Wind. This next machine is pretty much the technology.
Big Wind. That is 100% going to be somebody's nickname in school when they have too many beans in it. 100%.
It's essentially a union of a T-34 tank and two jet engines. The jet engines that have been equipped onto the Big Wind are capable of blasting out 220 gallons of water per second with the help of 6 nozzles. Unfortunately, this machine probably wouldn't work very well on a house fire. While the fire may be put out quickly, the rest of your house would likely be blasted away as if a tornado had come through. That's why the Big Wind is actually used for extinguishing oil fires.
It's taking your house with it, isn't it? If that thing goes off.
Apple AirPods. So you're probably wondering what AirPods are doing on this list. After all, they are a commonplace gadget that you see everywhere you go. From college campuses to public parks, you'll see music lovers wearing AirPods a lot more than any other wireless earbuds. If you're curious how they made it onto this list of weird machines, here's the answer. What is weird about them is the insane cultural phenomenon that occurred with them back in 2019.
I'm sorry, how is this on like the top 20 weirdest machines? It's just some headphones, and they're just like, oh, it caused a phenomenon where people are classing it as a flex. That's not a reason to put on a weird machine list. Like, I want to see something that's gonna burrow out like an entire underwater tunnel, or it's like gonna create a dam in seconds. Or AirPods, it's just for listening to music.
You might have just seen a few pairs one day, and the next day, everyone had a pair in. Their popularity increased tenfold seemingly overnight. The Bell AZ75710.
That's more like
If you happen to drive a massive pile of, well, anything lying around, this ridiculously large dump truck might be able to help you.
It is massive.
Yellow, and can carry just about anything. It's also able to carry a load of up to 450 tons.
450 tons. Jesus.
La Princesse. If you're one of the millions of people on Earth who have a deep dislike of spiders, you might want to stay away from any festivals attended by this next machine.
I'm done. No.
Designed by a French production company, La Machine, La Princesse is a 50-foot mechanical spider that appeared in celebrations and festivals around the globe.
Why
the giant
would you
robot
think
spider's
that is a good
designer,
idea?
La Machine art director Francois Delarosière, also created a giant mechanical elephant and the giant girl. But this mecha arachnid is on another level. Kurata Mech Suit. If you're a fan of the Gundam series, Code Geass, or any other mech anime, this weird yet awesome machine will definitely
getting season 10 vibes. Getting Fortnite season 10 vibes. Just imagine walking down the street and this thing lands on your head, just firing rockets everywhere.
Definitely be something you'll want to see. The Kurata Mech Suit is a functioning mecha created by a Japanese company, Suidobashi Heavy Industry. The machine's developer, an artist named Kogoro Kurata, has stated that the suit was indeed inspired by anime. While it doesn't yet have the ability to fly, it is rideable.
What?
The machine is operated by a single person sitting in the robot's body. Alternatively, it can be moved around by remote control, although it's not currently a deadly weapon. It does have the ability to be armed. The robot is able
It's
to be
literally got
equipped with BB
miniguns.
cannons, fireworks, and rockets that shoot non-deadly missiles, such as water bottles. The Radio Hat.
What?
While it might look like something from
What the hell is
BioShock
that?
or any other steampunk world, it was actually on the market. Introduced by the
What?
American
What is that? What is it? And where do I get one? Should be sat there listening to just this I tell you what, fuck off the earpods. The earpods don't belong in this video anyway. We need to get this. This needs to come back. Like, we're not letting Apple do it because they'll fuck it up. But we need to get like Samsung or something, just bring back the fucking radio hat. Just walk around a big metal tin fucking thing on your head. Just
Radio Hat was exactly what it sounds like. A radio built into a hat.
no
It sold
shit.
for a retail price of $7.95 in stores all across
$7.95.
America.
I bet that's
Thanks
like
to
probably
the
like
Radio
50 quid
Hat's
now, isn't it?
novelty, futuristic appearance, and a masterful promotional campaign. Not only did the Radio Hat have some practical uses as a clothing accessory, its creators also made sure to keep style in mind. Impressively, it was available in 8 different colors: lipstick red, canary yellow, blush pink, rose pink, tangerine, flamingo, chartreuse,
Tangerine.
and tan.
I tell you what, he's that guy. Hats off to him because he probably spotted a gap in the market there, didn't he? He was just like, you know what I could do with? I could do with a radio on my head. Yeah, let's put it on a hat. And what's even better than that is the fact that they've gone like, oh, it's so style in mind. You know, it's 8 different colours. That is clearly an old military helmet that they've overstocked for some sort of bloody war or something that they're going into. And they've gone, you know what? Spray it pink and slap a radio on it, and we'll sell loads. Happy days.
The Walking Tractor. Well-known
walking
agricultural
tractor.
construction company, John Deere, has created a machine that quite literally
What?
looks like something from an alien combat video game.
Oh,
Plus,
that's
Tech's
actually kinda
unusual
genius,
force
like.
machine was created to be extremely stable
I'm all about
and
that.
have little negative impact on the terrain. The Walking Tractor is surprisingly flexible. It can move forward, backward, as well as diagonally.
Wait, that's good.
The Bagger. This colossal
Ah,
machine
I've
doesn't
seen
even
one of
look like
these.
it belongs on Earth.
Not
It
even
looks
like
like
not in
something
person,
straight
but I've
out
seen
of
them.
either a
They are actually
post-apocalyptic
sick.
video game or some industrialized alien society. The Bagger 293 holds or shares numerous records for land vehicle size.
Look
The
at the
enormous
size of it.
machine
It's like
is
a little
used for
card on
coal
there.
mining and is currently stationed in Germany. And by that we mean it'll probably be used in Germany. Think about it. Even if another company wanted to buy or rent the machine for their own excavation purposes, how in the world would you move this thing?
I was going to say.
If you were
you're not
wondering just how
transporting that,
massive
are you?
this machine is, here are some stats. At about 315 feet tall, the Bagger 293 holds the Guinness World Record, along with its relative, the Bagger 288, for being the tallest terrestrial vehicle. It weighs more than 31 million pounds.
Shit, man.
Large Hadron Collider.
Oh,
Built
yeah,
by
well,
the
we know what
European
this is.
Organization of Nuclear Research, the Large Hadron Collider is a massive machine. It took 10 years to develop from 1998 to 2008 and required the work of more than 10,000 scientists. The development of the Large Hadron
10,000
Collider
scientists.
was the culmination of work from hundreds of universities and research facilities from more than 100 countries. Its purpose is to allow scientists to research particle physics. As the world's largest particle accelerator, it is an unmatched piece of equipment to facilitate research in that area.
Can you imagine needing a bike to get to work? Like in work. That'd be mad.
Scaled composite stratolaunch. What's better than a giant airplane? Two giant airplanes.
Two strapped
Well,
together.
this is technically a single airplane, but it looks like 2 airplanes welded together. The Stratolaunch aircraft, developed by
What is that
American
for?
aerospace company Scaled Composites and Stratolaunch Systems, is a massive airplane that was built to carry air-launched-to-orbit rockets. Air-launched-to-orbit rockets are simply rockets that launch from a high altitude by first being lifted into the air by an airplane before launching into low orbit.
Oh, I got you.
6 years after its announcement and initial development, the Stratolaunch aircraft was rolled out in May 2017 and is the largest twin fuselage airplane ever flown. When the Fitbit, the Apple Watch, and other high-tech devices with health monitoring capabilities started making their way onto the market, Fitness enthusiasts rush to get these gadgets onto their wrists. Is on-demand health monitoring from the comfort of our homes limited to wristwatches and smartphones? A group of researchers from the Harvard-MIT Division of Health Sciences and Technology says no.
I need that. Yeah,
This team
I'm
has
with you. I
developed a
need
joint
that.
research
I need this
project
mirror.
that seeks to create a digital health monitoring mirror, while visits to the doctor or request to medical
The mirror. Yeah, your face looks to be a bit wide. You should probably see a doctor about that. Yeah, I don't think that's normal. You know.
health monitoring mirrors can give people on-demand control and help people to understand their health better. The futuristic mirror is intended to be able to read temperature and heart rate. And perhaps
how?
even more
How is it
importantly,
gonna read your
it
heart
would
rate?
be able to read oddities and changes in blood flow to make educated speculations on diseases. If this high-tech mirror is ever fully developed, it would be revolutionary for healthcare.
I'm all about that, but how would you even do that?
Sikorsky X-Wing. The next machine doesn't even look like it belongs in real
What
life.
even is
It
that?
looks like it came from either the toy aisle at Walmart or from a Transformer movie.
Has somebody slapped a
Contrary to
helicopter
its
on a
appearance,
plane?
however.
This is 100% been created by someone who was absolutely wasted. Like they sat there, they've had a few drinks, like, and they're in the lounge of the hotel, going, you know what we should do? We should put a helicopter on a plane, and that's how that happened. And they went, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Sikorsky's intention was to design a new type of aircraft that had the hovering abilities of a helicopter as well as the forward movement speed of an airplane.
Isn't
Just
that
one of its
literally
engines.
just a Harrier jump
While the
jet?
project was
Like the
undoubtedly
Harrier jump jet
interesting and
literally is
somewhat
that bit without the
promising,
blades.
testing of the experimental vehicle came to a halt in 1987 when the government stopped funding it due to more urgent matters.
Like, it's cool, but like, do you really need it? you know?
Aerospace line Super
Oh my
Guppy.
god, it's an alien.
Without any knowledge of aviation science, airplanes might seem a little confusing.
That is
First
literally
glance,
an
one might
alien's
wonder
head.
how in the world a giant piece of metal is staying in the air. Normal-sized airplanes cannot carry large cargo.
No.
Trucks and trains have difficulty transporting large pieces due to the physical limitation of roads, tunnels, and railroads. With the invention of the Super Guppy, however, NASA was able to solve their transportation problems.
Like,
It
what the
can
fuck are
carry
you
cargo
putting in
over
that?
100 feet long and 25 feet wide.
Like, what
While
the
the
fuck
Super
is
Guppy
that?
has proven itself more than useful, there's no doubting how weird it looks. If you saw it flying in the sky above you, you might think it was more than just an airplane.
Like, I get its purpose, but fuck me, it just looks weird.
Tomaton. Meiwa
What?
Denki is a
Why?
Japan-based art unit that has become well known for coming up with weird and bizarre inventions. With a musical note-shaped body and odd facial expressions, the otamatone has become a popular instrument among
What is
enthusiasts.
that?
But the otamatone is not the only wacky creation thought up by Meiwa Denki. If you have ever been on a morning jog, or perhaps even a competitive marathon, and found yourself wishing you had something juicy to eat, Meiwa Denki might have come up with the perfect
What
machine
is
for
that?
you. It's called the Tomaton, which sounds oddly similar to the otamatone. Created
I'm sorry, nobody. Hey, nobody is running a fucking marathon with that on their head. Secondly, nobody has ever been on a run and gone, you know what, I really fancy a tomato. Why? What is that? What is that achieving?
in partnership with Japanese vegetable juice
mad.
company Kagome, the Tomaton is a wild tomato robot that sits on your head and feeds you tomatoes while you run. By equipping the Tomaton
Why?
before a run, you'll never find yourself helplessly hungry in the middle of a run again. As ridiculous as this strange tomato feeding machine sounds, some athletes have already used it during big events. Even in one of the world's greatest
No
crowds,
athlete has
the
used
Tokyo
that.
Marathon, athletes have worn the wacky device.
I'm sorry. There's not a million. There's no chance in a million years anyone has ever used that in a marathon. No shot. No shot at all.